What's up, everybody? How's it going? Oh, thank goodness Lotad spawns on the land. Okay. Automatically makes me want to go do Lotad first. So we finally have a new Outbreak event, chat. It is Finnyzen is in Paldea, Lotad is in Kitakami, and Horsey is in Blueberry. Extremely funny that Toucanon is there. Okay. Lots of Cricketot. So I believe they have a bump in the kindly mark. So this is not one of those events where it's like boosted shiny odds. It's a mark event. And I think it goes until the 9th, which is like 3 days from now. So, gee, if you want any of these Pokemon shiny, chat, you gotta get on it. Good lord. Do I have that date right? It just goes until the 9th? Very googly moogly. Yeah, it runs until June 9th. Wow. So, if you want to participate, chat, don't wait, because, geez. Alright, well, this is one of my favorite places to shiny hunt in all of SV. So let's start with Lotad, chat. Let's see if I can get a very kind Lotad. That sounds, that sounds great. I would love that. Oh. Over here? Oh my gosh, Lotad is such an exquisite Pokemon. Okay, only 2 though. Are we gonna have to scale this hill? Uh-oh. Maybe this isn't as good of an outbreak as I thought it was. Oh yeah, Look at Nosepass down there. What's up, everybody? We got a new Outbreak event. And now I don't need any of these Pokemon shiny. You win some, you lose some with these Outbreak events. Sometimes it's like great, and sometimes it's Pokemon you all have, but at least there's a chance for a unique mark, so why not? And Horsey and Lotad don't have any sort of forms or anything, so getting shinies of those you could call a future proofing, perhaps. Or maybe they'll get. What if they gave Palafin like a villain form? That would be cool. Okay, down here is way better. You could have hero and villain Palafin. Or they could introduce a new Pokemon that could be like a fishing net. I don't know. Come on, keep going. Alright. Come on, go, go, go. There's many Lotads. Fellow Gen 3 on Gen 3 violence. Speaking of Gen 3 chat, we'll be back with Oraz this weekend. I think it'll be a double feature. Meaning Saturday and Sunday. I've been looking forward to playing more. We're collecting Lotad leaves. I mean, Lotad really just has one leaf. It doesn't have multiple that I can see. Come on, go. It's 1 foot in front of you. Yeah, Lotad's got... that's actually a tough question. Which of the three has the best shiny, chat? Finnyzen, Palafin, Lotad line, or Horsey line? I really like shiny Kingdra. Kingdra's such an underrated Pokemon. I don't really look forward... Like, Horsey's kind of a hard Pokemon to... It's not a great shiny. And of course it's in the water. That's why we're doing Lotad. Lotad is roaming on the land, and for that, we thank it. I don't have to go lag in the water. But yeah, what's up, everybody? Again, this event is very short. It ends in like 3 days, so if you want to get any of these Pokemon shiny, do it soon. Yeah, I have all 3 of these Pokemon shiny, but it's a mark event, so they have a higher chance of having the kindly mark. So, I'm gonna see if I can get a kind Lotad, chat. I guess I was just talking about the whole lines in general, all 3. Or, I guess Palafin technically has 3. Come on, why is Let's Go mode so buggy? I mean, I'll usually always do these events, even if I have all the Pokemon shiny, just because it's something to do. I'm certainly not interested in any of the raids anymore, so... This is kind of all I have. I don't really have any interest in Swampert and Blissey. So... And I mean, I do like the marked ones, so. And I like Kitakami, TBH. The music here, I find a lot better than the music in like Blueberry, and especially Paldea. Timber Sweat. I don't want that. I would rather not have that on my person, actually. You couldn't have just had, like, Timber Log? We couldn't have just collected the log. We have to collect its sweat. Alright, Lotad shiny is great, so absolutely you can't miss it. So as soon as I got this down, it's picnic reset time. Yeah, I think isn't Summer Game Fest tomorrow, so Nintendo still hasn't announced the direct date. Okay, getting lower. The cheddars are down here. Are you guys shiny? No. They are not. The Pokemon Center just restocked a ton of old plushies, including like shiny Celebi though, so if anyone was ever interested in those, they are back in stock. They restocked a few of the Gigantamax plushies, which is funny. They restocked Charizard and Alcremie Gigantamax plushies. They're $60. Jeez. That's so much money. That's so much money. Damn. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We just started, so nothing too interesting quite yet. Oh boy, nothing works worse than let's go on a slope in this game, chat. If there's one thing I can very confidently talk about experiencing in this game, it's that Let's Go mode does not like working when it's not on flat land. Doing a Masuda hunt and sword, nice. Honestly, sword and shield are my go-to for Masuda now. Probably do another Masuda hunt sometime soon. I've been trying for Onyx, but I might switch. I might try something else. Onyx has annoyed me. There's so many Pokemon I still need shiny though, so I have a bajillion I could choose from. Going for Frillish, that's a fun one. The giant Cheez-It. Cheez-Its are kind of hit or miss. Sometimes you get a box and they're really good, and sometimes they almost taste like they're overdone. Or maybe that's just me. Yeah, we're starting off with Lotad, because Lotad's probably my favorite of the 3 Outbreak Pokemon. I mean, I like all of them, but I do really like Kingdra. But Lotad is just... I want more Pokemon like Lotad. Just random little guys that have 6 legs. Lotad is... You might not like it, but this is what a peak Pokemon looks like. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright, perfect. Oh man. Unfortunate thing though, Lotad is not gonna be, can't spore it. Grass Pokemon are annoying sometimes like that. Okay, getting a good amount of spawns, which is nice. I'm telling you, chat, this like rocky area over here, such a great spot to shiny hunt. I'm surprised we don't have more jellyfish Pokemon. We have Nihilego and like Frillish and Jellicent and Tentacruel. Does Toadscool and Cruel count? They're more mushrooms. But they're still like jellyfish aesthetically. And then what, Inkay? No, Inkay, Malamar are squid. Squid. Is that it? Is that all we have in terms of jellies? They should do like a Portuguese Man-O-War. That would be really cool. Okay, none of these fellers are shiny. My greatest fear is that one shiny pops up the second I, like, get the picnic going. What does shiny horsey look like? Bad. I mean, here, I think I have one. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. Yeah, here it is. More teal? Question mark? Definitely more of like a greenish blue color than the regular blue. It's not great. Kingdra has the best shiny of the line. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, and there's Seadra. Seadra's is also... Actually, that's not too bad. Seadra's is actually pretty good. Yeah, Horsey's got the worst of the bunch. Seadra's actually isn't too bad. You can start to see the purple that forms, that makes up Kingdra, which is cool. If it wasn't such a pain in the butt to hunt Pokemon in the water in this game, I would like to get a kindly Kingdra. Got that alliteration. I'm not sure my Kingdra, which is sitting in Sword and Shield. That was one of the first hunts I did in Isle of Armor, I want to say. So it might just be sitting in an Ultra Ball. I don't... I didn't, some of those early hunts in Sword and Shield, they were just kind of in whatever. I mean, there's not a really good purple Pokeball. I don't love Master Balls, so... I don't even... Premier? Luxury? Would Moonball fit? I don't even know what would fit Shiny Kingdra. Again, there's like one Pokeball that's purple, and it's the Master Ball. They need to let us customize our own Pokeballs. That... Honestly, after, like, the stickers, the seals from Gen 4, you feel like that would be a natural direction. And it's just never happened. You know what they would do, chat? I'll tell you what they would do. They would introduce, like, a new customization feature for Gen 10, and then that's only available in Gen 10, and it would never come back. That's what they would do. That's what they would do. It would be amazing. We'd all love it. And then they'd be like, well, enough of that. Just like seals, yep. Just like seals. Never forget when Masuda said customization was going to be in Kalos only. Until... They must have realized that, hey, people really like customizing their own characters. That's such a funny... Kalos only, you guys! Kalos only. One of many things Masuda has said that has, aged like milk? Yeah, yeah, any future generations, they would just be in some weird, like, ill-matching ball of, like, one color. That's exactly right. The strange ball, too! The stranger ball. The stranger ball. I mean, I'm gonna be fully 100% honest. If Pokeballs, I would just love new Pokeballs. That's one of the things I would love the most. You know, besides quality of life stuff, graphics, whatever. Besides, like, a new Pokemon, just in terms of, like, something that I would like to see. Because we haven't had... I just want more. I want more options. Shiny hunting and doing appropriate balls for them all really show you how limited they all are. More Pokemon bonding. I would like that as well, Braylon. It would be nice to actually, you know, like, pet your Pokemon. It's kind of, like, crazy that that's not a thing. You know, it's because there's so many. They don't want to have that many animations. I mean, they all have animations for, like, getting washed, so maybe that's just cope. Maybe I'm cutting them slack they don't deserve. Lotad. Making me wish I had a Lotad and Oraz now. Lotad. Yeah, I think Summer Game Fest is tomorrow, so hopefully there'll be something interesting. It costs you, like, what did I see? $125,000 for, like, a minute in Summer Game Fest. I mean, that seems... I don't know anything about, like, advertising, marketing, but that seems... standard? Come on, Lotad. Well, I'm very curious to hear about Sonic X Shadow Generations. I can't believe that's a real title, by the way. Still. That is so funny. I don't know, like, one of the leakers said there's gonna be Chow, and there's Chow in one of the images that they've put out. Are we talking, like, a crappy mobile game? Or are we talking in the game? I wouldn't even know what to do with myself if they announced a new Chow Garden. It's literally been like 2 decades. Plus. Also, one of the screenshots floating around, it looks like Shadow is in one of the Sonic Heroes levels. What is that? Sonic Heroes... Bullet Station. Bullet Station has such a good song. Is there a date for the Neko Itsume sequel? I remember playing that when I was like a little kid on like my iPhone 4. That's crazy that that franchise is. What do you mean? Oh, that level, Tyler. Hold on. Oh, it's coming out summer, huh? Interesting. Do you have any good opinions these days, Taylor? What do you mean it sucks? Sounds like a skill issue. Well, I mean, Team Dark was the hard one, so maybe it was just too hard for you. The stinkers were all, Team Chaotic levels. Man, we were talking about Pokemon birds the other day. I forgot Bombirdier even exists. I forget that Pokemon even exists. Jeez. NAIC is tomorrow. So that's fun. What's up, Bam Bam? Thanks. You too. I actually posted a, they have like a Pokemon Center there. It's a huge, it must be a huge convention center that they're in. They have like an unknown hat. They have a ginormous Arcanine pin. Hold on, let me link it. More soda pop plushies, which is fun. It looks like they're already doing like school stuff. I feel like those look like lunch boxes or like lunch bags, and they have like a spooky playmat, so they're already getting ready for like back to school and fall. I love how it just sometimes just doesn't work. The size one will never not be such a nothing burger to me. Kids were excited for the Sonic movie? What do you mean? I mean, the Sonic movie was probably a introduction for a lot of children to Sonic. Sonic's always been around. Sonic Prime is a show that was that Netflix? Sonic always has games out. Millennials and Gen Xers that grew up with Sonic probably introduce it to their kids. Looks so cheap. Well, knowing them, it's not. Knowing them, it's definitely not. Oh, also, they're making Fue Coco and Belly Bolt squishes. Squishmallows. Belly Bolt has got to be the most out-of-pocket one they've made so far. Most of the squishes they've made have been, like, starters or Pikachu or Gen 1 or, you know, insert marketable Pokemon here. So I was kind of surprised that they announced Belly Bolt.
Yeah, Sonic's just one of those IPs that's super popular with kids. He's a sassy, cool, brightly colored animal creature. Animal creature. Volleybolt's gotten a few things of merchandise. A few of those have been because it's Iono's ace. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see it. I mean, Teddy Ursa is kind of, not the most popular Pokemon in the universe either, but Teddy Ursa's gotten... I mean, it's a teddy bear, so... it kind of has that universal appeal. I should give the other bear Pokemon new evolutions. Who would you choose first? Beartic? Pangoro? Or Shifu? Why is my computer making so much noise? My Switch made a lot of noise when I booted it up tonight, too. Ugh, maybe I needed dust. Dusting is one of the worst chores in the whole world. Yeah, I would probably pick Beartic too, just because... I mean, they could do something neat with Pangoro, a Pokemon I like considerably more than Beartic. They could do something neat with Pangoro. I like Pancham a lot too. Pancham's quite cute. It's funny they went with, like, tough guy fighting pandas when in real life you take one look at pandas and you wonder how they're still around. Silly goofballs. Oh yeah, beware. I was like, I feel like there's a lot of bears. I'm forgetting somebody. I like that Pangoro doesn't have any eyes. I like design details like that not a lot of other Pokemon have. It's like Lotad randomly just having 6 legs. Like, just unique little things that make individual Pokemon like that stand out. Again, we'll be back this weekend with Oraz, chat.
if you're wondering where that's been. Nosepass? I can't believe people don't like Nosepass. Extremely charming Pokemon. Also, it's one of those Pokemon that is like barely anywhere in Gen 3. Oh no. Hi, Silver. As indicated in creator music, you are sharing revenue with copyright owners and music detected in your video Shiny Hunting Darkrai, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl. This is not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel. And who is this? Celestial Cadence, Solar Saviors. I don't remember ever having a song like that. Let's go find out. Never any rest, dude. I have a hunch on what it is. We're about to hear it right now. So the song is called Celestial Cadence by Solar Saviors. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, 56 seconds into 2:42:49. Who is this? And why? Is it the raid theme? I don't know. It's not even loading right now. Hurry up, YouTube. Do I have to open the VOD itself to just to find out what this is? I mean, if it'll play, they'll copyright me again. This happens like every week now. That's great. 240:56. Let's see. 240, 240, 240. 240. 49? Just ungodly, ugly. Oh, I have to hear my own voice. No. Ha! Is that the gym leader theme from Sword and Shield? Are they trying to claim the gym leader theme from Sword and Shield? Is that what they want? It sure sounds like it. This is a great platform. This is a great platform. YouTube. Great platform. Yep, it's the gym leader theme. Well, gotta get rid of that one. It has been so fucking bad this year for that. It's just awesome that YouTube enables so many bad actors to just steal from people. To steal from the creators that bring in their money. Great. That's awesome. The thing is, years ago, Pokemon music was always one of the safer ones. And now that's all that gets claimed. I'm just gonna cut it out. It's just in a VOD. It's just in a long VOD. So if you're ever VOD watching, chat, and there's like a weird skip, it's because I had to get rid of a song. So I'm just gonna trim it out. It'll take a while because it's a 3-hour video. That's such... Oh, great. That is so cool, dude. I looked up Celestial Cadence Solar Saviors, by the way. And nothing is popping up? Is this it? No, that's definitely not it. So note to self, chat, if you ever make YouTube content, or hell, even Twitch streaming, don't ever use Driftveil City. That song got blown up because of the Toothless Dancing meme, and so that gets claimed all the time. Don't use that song. Don't use the Pokemon Gym Leader theme from Sword and Shield now, too, apparently. Serenity now. I make so little as it is, so to have these fucking... have these people just steal pennies for me, it's like... Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for protecting me. Yeah, because the system is so gainable. It doesn't matter. Anybody can just upload songs and be like, I own this. And then have the bot detect your videos and be like, well, that's my song, so I own this. And I just saw the email. I always get flagged as it is an important email. And it'll just happen randomly because that's whenever the bot runs. Yeah, this came in at 12:15, chat. I got emailed about this at 12:15. The content owner's name is TuneCore. What's up, everybody? We're shiny hunting Lotad. Not having much success. And getting copyright claimed on YouTube. You know, the usual. No, there's never consequences. Never. I mean, I've had where YouTube flags other people's videos and says that it's like my content when it most certainly is not. When I've done like reactions to Nintendo Directs and stuff. It's like that. No. No. And don't get me started on like YouTube's bot, like live chat bot moderation. Absolutely dreadful. Like, for as very flawed as Twitch is, YouTube somehow is worse. It's like almost impressive. So these Outbreak events can have the raise and the kindly mark. So I'm looking for a kindly shiny Lotad. Ugh, I'll never get over how Ghastly looks like a downgrade in this game from PLA. Some of those companies have been doing it for years, by the way. There's another one named, like, Merlin that copyright claims videos all the time. YouTube just lets these fake companies do it. They don't care. Dragapult's always been downgraded. Yeah, Ghastly looked great in PLA. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did. It was really cool looking in PLA, and they soiled it. Yeah, sometimes YouTube will just like delete comments. Never forget that guy that accused me of deleting his comment when I just never even saw it. Wrote me like a manifesto, and I'm like, dog, I didn't even see your comment. Over the Chris Pratt Mario trailer reveal, of all things. So yeah, again, chat, if you're interested in Shiny, Horsey, Lotad, or Finneasden, this event is only until the 9th, so why they make these events so short, I don't know, but just know that it will be very quick. And then we'll probably have to wait another month and a half for a new one. They were so... That's why we stopped doing directs, Tyler. Jesus. Nintendo fans always having a normal one. Come on, Lotad. No. Ugh, the way the camera... Oh, the camera in this game is definitely a choice. Why do I care about the size marks? They're just... No, why does that happen? You think you would hold down the trigger and it would just go to the next Pokemon, but that's not how it goes. The Iron Thorns event was so short, you missed... Yeah, these events are so short. I don't know why. The only one that was long was like the Year of the Dragon one with Jangmo. That was the only one that was like longer than a handful of days. They're so inconsistent with this stuff. It's like blink and you miss it. Yeah, the size stuff just means it's so meaningless to me in this game. Like, marks are cool, but the size stuff, I don't know. Like, yeah, unless it was like Lotad the Gigantic. Lotad the Humongous. Lotad the Chungus. Lotad the Lumbering. Lotads being in different sizes is actually really cute because it's like lily pads. Sometimes lily pads are humongous and sometimes they're little. Lotad's such a great Pokemon. And it's on land. Shout out to Lotad for appearing on land. Anytime you have to shiny hunt in the water in this game, well, definitely not my favorite. I mean, I like C-Dot. I think C-Dot's fun. it's a completely different direction than Ludicolo, but I think that's what makes them fun exclusives. You have a silly dancing fella and then a scary yokai. The duality. Who is the lamest grass Pokemon? Grass Pokemon. Thwacky? Quilladin? It's rude. Yeah, actually, I think Justin might have the correct one there. Grass is a pretty solid type overall, TBH. Lots of good grass Pokemon. Lots of good grass friends. Maractus, Goated, Shaman, Jumpluff, Aerothorn, Roserade. You don't like Verizon Wireless? It's funny how polarizing the Swords of Justice are. Do any of you like all of the Swords of Justice, chat? Legitimate question. Are there any of you brave souls out there that will go to bat for literally every single one? You gotta like all of them. Oh my god. Frickin' Orthworm. That made my heart skip a beat. You're not a Lotad, you're a worm! I did, there was something that made me laugh out loud. Bulbapedia put out information on their top 6 most searched and least searched Pokemon. And there's definitely some funny ones in here. I'll tell you the top 6, chat. The top 6 most searched Pokemon on Bulbapedia in May of 2024 are as follows. Eevee, Terapagos, Archaludon, Archaludon, however you want to say that, Eternatus. I wonder if that's because of Poke Rogue. Eternatus, Pikachu, and Ogerpon. I don't think any of those are a surprise, right? Eevee, Pikachu, Archaludon is probably people looking to figure out how to evolve it. Ogerpon is just an extremely popular Pokemon. Terapagos, Archaludon, and Ogerpon could be like VGC players. Those are all the 3 decent... Well, Ogerpon and Terapagos more than Archaludon. And then, so that's the top 6 most searched, chat. You know what? I'm not tolerating this, Tyler. I'm not. Be gone. How dare you say that about my beloved Terrakion? You watch what you say. You watch what you say. Extremely rude. I look back in chat and there's Terrakion slander. I can't believe that. Silenced. As I was saying before somebody rudely had to insult my dear friend Terrakion, the bottom 6. Anyone have any guesses on the least searched Pokemon in May of 2024 on Bulbapedia? Anyone have any guesses of the least 6 popular Pokemon? I'll time you out again, Tyler. I'll do it again. These are all decent guesses. Barraskewda, Arcuda, Watchog, Terrakion. Get out of here, dude. Crobat, Graveler, Pyukumuku. Nobody's gotten one yet, I'll say that. Unknown, Ditto. Okay, I'll give you a hint, chat. Gens 1 to 4 are clear. So we're talking 5 and above right now. Galarian Stunfisk, Herdier. These are some great guesses. Gen 5 and above. There's 3 Gen 5 on the list, chat. Gen 7, Gen 5, Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 5, Gen 8. Clang, we have a winner. Okay, there's one. Clang is on the list. Unpheasant, Hisui Avalok. Oh, these are all great guesses, chat. Zubstrika. Clang is one of them. I'll give you another hint, chat. One of them is a starter. Trumbeak. That is another one. Clang and Trumbeak. Are you cheating, Cacturn? Are you looking at the list? No cheats. Fennekin, Snivy, Tepig, Drizzile. Tranquil, good guesses. Poplio. Alright, I'll give you guys another hint. The starter in question is grass. If you're familiar with my Pokemon takes, you guys would think you guys would know I would think it's funny. It's Quilladin. Quilladin is one of the least searched Pokemon. Poor guy. Alright, so it's Quilladin, Clang, Trumbeak, and then there's 3 more. 2 from Gen 5, and one of them is a Gen 8 Pokemon. Quilladin. Yes, that's a good observation, character, and they are all middle evolutions. One of the last remaining ones is, in fact, a middle stage. And one is a first stage. You're looking for 1 middle stage and 1 first stage Pokemon. Carkol, that's a very good guess. You're quite close. You're pretty close. One of them, I feel like I can't say anything because it would immediately give it away. Okay, I'll narrow it down. One is Gen 5 and one is Gen 8. The Gen 5 one is a middle stage. The Gen 8 is a first stage. Dollar. Oh, there's one more on here. One of them on here is a Pokemon I like a considerable bit. I was sad to see it on here. I need to inflate its numbers. It's really funny because it's a Pokemon that is incredibly forgettable. Hence nobody guessing it so far. The Gen 8 one anyway. I like this Gen 5 Pokemon. The Gen 5 Pokemon is a middle stage, chat. Come on, Lotad, where are you at? The toad thing? You're in the right idea, the right place. Maybe a reptile of some sort. Vanillish? Yes. It is Vanillish. That is the middle Gen 5 one that's on here. Sad. Poor Vanillish. Poor Vanillish. It doesn't deserve this. So that leaves one more Gen 5 Pokemon and the Gen 8 Pokemon. The Gen 5 Pokemon is one I like a lot. The Gen 8 Pokemon is one I don't really like. You can metagame if you know a lot of my takes on Pokemon. Semi-poor. No! It's semi-poor! How could this happen? Nobody's guessed the Gen 8 Pokemon yet. At least I don't think so. Unless I missed somebody saying it in chat. I don't think I've seen somebody say it. That's so sad. Semi-poor is just a delight. A friendly monkey. Flipbug, Nickit. Very close. You guys are so close. It evolves once. Gossifleur, that's a great guess. It evolves once. Its evolution has a G-Max, chat. If that helps. It should help. Its evolution has a G-Max form. A Gigantamax. Nope, not Choodle. Not Sizzlepede. Wow, this one's stumping you guys. Not Applin. There you go. Justin got it. It's Silcobra. Nobody really looking up Silcobra. Silly Cobra. Yeah, the bottom six. Silcobra, Semi-poor, Quilladin, Vanillish, Clang, and Trumbeak. That is the bottom 6. Isn't that sad? I love that Bulbapedia made that information public, though. Those types of Pokemon statistics are so interesting to me. Again, the top 6, I mean, Archaludon or Archaludon being in there is kind of interesting. But it is a new Pokemon. Yeah, Cacturn, you figured it out that it's mostly awkward middle stages. You figured out the big key. Which is funny because the top 6 is like Eevee, Pikachu. Pikachu would probably be in the top 6 like forever. I'd be shocked if Pikachu got dethroned from the tippity top. Lots of people looking up Eternatus, though. I wonder why. It is the final boss in Poke-Rogue. I don't know if that's has anything to do with it. Do people just like Eternatus? I would be happy if that was the case. They should. Eternatus isn't super common in competitive, but you could bring it if you wanted to. I reckon that's why a lot of people are looking up Ogerpon and Terrapagos. Trumbeak. Trumbeak might be the most forgettable Pokemon of all time. I don't know why they can't make another Hoot Hoot Noctowl. Like, they have to make all the regional birds have to be 3 stages now. It's like, do we have to? Yeah, I think Silcobra is my least favorite snake Pokemon. I just don't... I don't know. Also, yeah, I agree with Tyler where it's like, if this was a Wild Wild West themed game, sure, but it's like British? I think Thwackey and Quilladin are definitely that for me. I mean, nobody... I'll get booed for this, but I think Pokemon like Grotle are kind of boring. Sorry. At least it's not highlighter green like Thwackey is. Least favorite ground type? Jeez. Ground is my favorite type. Graveler? Sobble's middle evolution is also bad. You don't like Drizzyle's weird mittens? Yeah, I feel like without a doubt Raboot is the most charming middle stage out of the Gen 8 starters. Lando. Incarnate or Therian? Yeah, I'm not sure what Drizzile even is. Is it like what they were going for? Spies that have big mittens? I like most ground Pokemon. I'm looking at a list right now. There's some absolute goats on here. Groudon, Gastrodon, Swampert, Nidoking, Nidoqueen. Excadrill, Crocodile, Diggersby. I mean, I've never been the biggest fan of Hippowdon. I don't think I've ever heard anyone describe Hippopotas or Hippowdon as their favorite Pokemon. Never. They're also a nightmare to fight against. They know Yawn, they're tanky. Yeah, I love Blaziken. I like all bird starters, mostly, except for one. Sandy Shocks is such a silly guy. What's up, Dragon? Wormadam Trash Cloak? I mean, is it... Do we ever get better than that? Oh, boy. I hate every time you look up, like, an all-type Pokemon and then they just cut off at 7. Like, this list was made back when Gen 7 was out. Like, where is 8 and 9? I guess I could just look up Bulbapedia. Ooh, Galarian. I could say Galarian Yamask. Galarian Stunfisk, too. Burmese slander? Never. Not here. I mean, I probably like Burmy more than I like Wormadam. And I like Burmy and Wormadam more than I like Motham. All bagworm Pokemon? Great. You got Gen 4 and 5? Nice. Rhyperior? You know what? Could I say Zygarde 10%? No, that's Sandy Cloak. I couldn't even name the right cloak of Wormadam. I'm a fraud. Mega Camerupt. Wow, I don't know that I like any of these Mega Evolutions that are ground type. Okay, it's probably Iron Treads. I find that to be a shockingly boring Pokemon. Great Tusk is just so, like 550,000 million bajillion times better than Treads. Do you like the weird hole in Rhyperior's hands that it like shoots stuff out of? Remember when you were shiny hunting Iron Treads, Tyler, and it despawned on you? What were they thinking? Was regular Stunfisk or Galarian Stunfisk? Because I would agree if you're talking about Galarian Stunfisk. Like, I get it. It's like a bear trap. But it's so boring. That was live, Tyler, yes. That was indeed live. A shiny Reshiram. That is one of the biggest shames of all time, chat. That Reshiram and Zekrom were locked in black and white. And didn't become available until later. So you could, like, never have them in their original sprite shiny. Actual crime. Maybe not as much for Zekrom, but I love shiny Reshiram. That... Besides that might be one of my favorite shinies of all time. Shiny Reshiram sparks great joy. The Galar form is a perfect opportunity to give it a buff. I feel like you could say that for every Galar form. I legit feel like you could say that for most of them. They're just almost all uniquely bad. It's almost impressive. Yeah, Patrat. And all the elemental monkeys have been AWOL for so long. I have a big gap in my shiny living dex for a lot of Gen 5. Patrat? What is the official pronunciation? Ratata. Patrash. Patrat? Yeah, because it's supposed to be like pack rat, right? Patrat has a crippling hoarding addiction. You think Terrakion is ugly, but Patrat is cute, Tyler? Honestly, you could sell me more on Watchhog than Patrat. I'm just always gonna say both. Because Watchhog kind of looks like a... Again, to me, it always has looked like a school mascot. Watchhog straight up looks like a school mascot. Why are you linking pictures of Terrakion? Tyler's seething right now. Patrat. I don't know, Pokemon pronunciations are deeply unserious. Chat, pronounce them however you want to. They'll never get me to say Arceus. Or Rayquaza. Let chaos reign. Pronounce it however you want. Especially if you're a content creator, because Pokemon know-it-alls will run and correct you and you get more engagement. Actually, actually, it's pronounced Pataratus. Don't like Greedent. Whoa, humongous hot takes in chat right now. Oh my god. You're not... Welcome to the team, Shiny Jangmo number 12. Alright. Number 12, Shiny Jangmo. Okay. So here's me, minding my own business, looking for Lotads, and then, get this. From downtown. Okay. Well, sure. My favorite Pokemon is Enamorous. That is a slanderous statement. One of these days I should do like a top... There we go, thank you. Like, don't make me false swipe. I can't be bothered to false swipe these days. Alright, well... If and when Jangmo ever gets a forum chat, I will have, like, unironically 10 that are ready. I could have backed Tyler up and said that he's always disliked Greedent, but he was mean to Terrakion, so I'm gonna say that he has always liked it, and he's a liar. I should do like a... Honestly, that would be very hard. Okay, maybe not very hard, but... I like most Pokemon, so... A closet of Greedent. Your shrine. Your Disney Squirrel shrine. They've made more Greedent merchandise than one might think. My most hated Pokemon. I don't know, chat. What are some of your... If you made like a top 5 or least favorite Pokemon, who are some contenders that would go on your least favorite Pokemon list? Absolute all-time baddies, ones that you hate with all of your hate. You gotta turn hater mode on. Shinotic. No. Oh, if I could put Ash Greninja on my list, that might actually be number 1. If I could put Ash Greninja on my list, that might be number 1, legitimately. Metagross. Metagross could go on, like... Well, definitely wouldn't be top 5, but it would maybe be, like, top 30. Best? Shout out to, like, our 2 non-dragon pseudos. The few, the proud, the brave. Shanks. Shanks being in, like, 50 million games in a row, starting to soil it for people is funny. I completely agree. Fione.
Yeah, not even joking, Ash Greninja would be like #1. That was putrid. That was in fact absolutely rancid. I hope that thing never comes back. Just a amalgamation of all the things I hate. That frog that I hate. Zeraora. Do I hate Zarude to put it enough on a list of Pokemon I don't like? I kind of agree. Zeraora is just a weird, rather unlikable mythical. It's somebody's fursuit made into a Pokemon. It has, like, no interesting lore. I like my mythicals to be either, like, little guys or weird, incomprehensible things like Arceus, Darkrai, or Deoxys. Wow, so much elemental monkey hate. For shame. What's the event? 3 water types, Finizen in Paldea, Lotad in Kitakami, Horsey in Blueberry, and they all have an increased chance of having the kindly mark. And it ends on June 9th. Dusknoir is, like, the mouth and the stomach is awesome, though. How is he fat? How is that a case of, like, a fat Pokemon? It's cool as hell. Terrible shiny, which is the biggest shame. Although they've been slowly ruining Duskull and Dusclops as shinies in these 3D games, so... Well, Darkrai already exists. There's no other Pokemon like Dusclops, or, Dusknoir. There's no other Pokemon like Dusclops. Turns into a creepy mummy. Dusknoir. Don't take my pronunciations as gospel, chat. Like I said, it'll be a cold day in Giratina's distortion world before I ever say Arceus. I mean, I like Miraidon and Koraidon more than Miraidon and Koraidon. But I've heard people say their names so much in VGC lately, I've almost been corrected. I've corrected myself. What other Pokemon do I say weird? Giratina. I've heard that too. I've heard Groudon. I've heard Kyogre. People, I've heard Goldengo,
which I've always found strange. Like, it's gold and go. He's gold and he's going. Drudgegon? How else are you supposed to say Drudgegon? Sedinja. I'm not saying Shed Ninja. That sounds stupid as hell. Pinchurchin. Pinchurchin. Pinchurin. Pinch insurance. Crawdaunt. 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 Pinchurchin. Pinchurch. Some Pokemon just have rambly ass long names. How did I used to say cryogonal? Cryagonal? I think I said cryagonal. I mean, that still sounds cooler. Pin urchin? Has anybody said it in the anime? Pin church. A PowerPoint about Pinchurchin. Wolfie VGC uses Pinchurchin. Part of the Bean Squad. There's just meme videos. These are all just meme videos. How does this guy say it?
When you think of electric terrain, you think of Pokemon with Unburden, that doing that, and spike, like a spiking variant of Pyukumuku, and I wasn't as well as 1.3 that you actually can't put Pokemon to sleep. Pokemon specifically because
just say the name, dude.
Moveset video guide on how to use Pincurchin.
Pincurchin. Pincurchin. Like handkerchief? I'm ignoring that. Like I said, it's really not that serious. But what is serious is this no! No! You don't have a mark, my friend. Such a great shiny, though. Lotad's such a great Pokemon. This is almost like in the exact spot that I just got that Jangmo in, too. This is the lucky spot. There we go. Nice. Again, not a shiny I needed, but wish it had the mark. We're future-proofing right now. They'll give Lotad a form at some point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a beak. Because Ludicolo has one. It's sassy. The Pokemon 3D app on the 3DS. Crazy how that type of stuff just... Like, why did they never do a mobile app? Again, chat, we'll be back this weekend for more, Auras. We stopped outside of Watson. We gotta take down Watson, and we'll meet Archie and Maxie next episode. Isn't Golduck also based off of a Kappa? Man, if we get another Team Rocket set in the TCG, they have to remake that Golduck card. Oh my god. Rate Auras? Out of what? Oh, man. I mean, if I tiered it, it'd probably be C. There's a few games that I would have hovering over multiple different ones. I would almost put it between C and D. I mean, we'll play more. I can't remember if they made it more linear in other spots. We're gonna get to a lot of the part of the game that I just don't like. Like the Latios and Latias stuff, and more of Zinnia's awful babbling, yapping, nonsensical character dialogue. See, I was actually just talking to Tyler about that the other day. I honestly think the flying on Latios and Latias makes Hoenn look little. I think it makes it look like a cartoon island. It trivializes it. Again, I haven't flown in a long time, so we'll see when I play again, but I did not love that at all. I don't think it was needed. It was like they're catering to the annoying assholes that are like, too much water. Like, this region was well designed, and there's shortcuts and ways you can cross through. It didn't need this. It just looks like a little child's, like, dollhouse. Also, Mega Latios and Latias... disgusting. Horrendous designs. Sauceless. But I was thinking about that's funny to bring up the flying, because I was definitely thinking about that the other day. Trying to put it into words why I don't like it. Like, it just makes Hoenn look like a little dollhouse. And to be honest, I don't like getting given free legendaries. I think being given a legendary like that trivializes like your whole team. That's one thing I respect about Korai Mirai is that you couldn't actually use them. You can ride on them, but until you get through the story, you can't use them. Which I like a lot. And it's almost like a little teaser. It's like, you'll get to use this Pokemon soon. I remember speculating, like, oh, I wonder when we get to actually use Korai and Mirai. So I much prefer that way of, like, if they're gonna give us a legendary. I mean, I don't love roamers either. I don't know what you could have done with Latios and Latios and Latios, attorney at law. Latios and Latios to make them... I don't know, I kind of like that they were just, like, chillin' roaming, though. Maybe that's my one roaming exception. Maybe that is my one roaming exception. Pokemon game that is actually challenging. I think things like PLA and old games like Coliseum are as close as that'll ever be. PLA surprised me at some of the challenge that it had. Not to say that it was a brutally difficult game or anything, but I guess if you're a kid, some of those boss fights would probably be difficult. Yeah, you know, I thought Cyclizar would be way more important to the overall story than it actually was. Considering it's our present day form of the box art legendaries, and it's just kind of said in like a casual sentence by like an NPC or something. It's not even that important. Yeah, that'll be the real test, right? To see how difficult PLZA will be. Will there be anything is like the Volo boss fight or the Arceus fight or even like Hisui Electrode or Arcanine? What do you mean like rogue mode? You can ride most Pokemon and each one rides differently. That, in theory, sounds great, but think of how many animations they would have to do to make that happen. That's the problem. They've pigeonholed themselves with how many Pokemon there are now. Like, that happened in Let's Go, but that was only 151 Pokemon in that game. You know, plus you know what I mean. Yeah, what is Synchro a teaser for future stuff? I certainly hope so. Because it's interesting, but they don't really do a whole lot with it in Blueberry. Like, it's a fun novelty. Let's see them take it and make it actually interesting. A full game mode. I can't imagine there'll ever be, like, a truly challenging Pokemon game. They make these games for children. Like, at the end of the day, you have to remember that they're making these games for kids. And they're not going to make them stupidly difficult. In fact, playing through Oraz reminded me how many tutorials and hand-holding they put in that game. That the originals just did not have. I am not using a sandwich. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing through PLA again. A playthrough right before PLZA, Taylor. Yeah, that would honestly be a good plan, I think. Gen 5 had a challenge mode that kind of went... They kind of never did anything else with. Yeah, the water shinies are really... First of all, you have to shiny hunt in the water, and then Horsey's shiny is... definitely not as noticeable as something like Lotad's. Or even Finizen. And this is a increase for a mark, so it's not an overall increase of shinies. Again, Chad, this ends on the 9th? So this is a very short event. So keep that in mind, chat. This event ends in like 2 days. Just a few days, so... The other version got an easy mode. It's funny the amount of things that they'll dabble with and then just drop like a hot potato and never touch ever again. It's like I said, if they gave us like customizable Pokeballs in Gen 10, that would stay in Gen 10. Gen 11, they would magically all be gone. They love doing that. Again, like seals and Gen 4 stickers. They would just... that's it! That's a Gen 4 exclusive, no more! You had fun with that? Well, no more. You can't send out a Dialga named the King and then have all the balloons say dinner. No more fun allowed. Yep. Megas are the only multi-gen gimmick. True. And even then, they just kind of were there in Gen 7. I felt like they were a pretty big afterthought. It almost just felt like they were like, sure, why not? Mass release. Oh, mass release should be in every Pokemon game until the end of time. It's because they want you to pay for bank. That's why it's only in, like, Let's Go and PLA. And not in Scarlet Violet and not in Sword and Shield. That's such... Every time I think about that, it legit makes my blood boil. Such a good quality of life feature that should just be a standard in every single one of these games. There should be more boxes included too. I am consistently starting to find I am running out of space in multiple different games because they don't ever give you any storage because they want you to give them $15 for home. Like, this franchise is such a scam. It's incredible how they don't catch more heat for what a rip-off Pokemon Home is. It actively makes their games worse. Pay for home or suffer the slab. Return the slab. And then even in home, they limit you. You can't just go hog wild with mass release. They think you're stupid and they only allow you to release, what, 60, 30 at a time? However many? Before they're like, you hit your limit. You can only release 100 Pokemon at a time. Save and quit and come back in. Like, are they stupid? The people that make these games, do they have shit for brains? Dollar signs in their eyes? Ugh. I'm going to turn into the Joker. TikTok has my number because they've been showing me a guy dressed up as the Joker doing fast food reviews, and they're weirdly interesting. Every time I open up TikTok, it's like, here's the Joker reviewing Arby's, and it's like, this is my kind of content. $26.99 per year. And the thing is, people will pay it. People will absolutely pay it. Blows my mind how many people pay for home. It's because they're charging their hardcore fans. People who have living dexes or shiny living dexes or storing their Charizard for Pokemon Red named Skrunk. They are nickel and diming their biggest fans. Home should be included with your NSO subscription. It should just be included with your NSO subscription, which is another ripoff, but that's a different... that's Nintendo. I see they released like 4 shitty like Mega Man games for NSO this month, and it's like, this fucking company, dude. This fucking company. Here's 4 crappy Mega Man games that came out in like 1981. Anyway, bye. Yeah, literally bottom of the barrel Game Boy Mega Man games. Like, are we joking here? Do they do this to like take the piss out of us every month? Or every few months? They don't even do it every month. Just wait until these Pokemon games cost $70 when the Switch 2 comes out. Tears of the Kingdom was only the start. Yeah, it's like we make fun of that all the time, but that's literally all that Nintendo does. They crawl out of the woodwork to be like, here's a Game Boy game from 1982, and then they leave. And they make you pay more for, like, N64 games, which I just refuse to pay. Especially since most of them are just shitty emulator ports. They're just ROMs that function worse than the originals. Yes, doing the absolute least. The Nintendo way. Their gold NSO plan. Oh gosh, don't give them any ideas. Don't give them any ideas. It's just, it's so incredible to me how every subscription plan is just worse. They're costing more and more money. They're giving you less and less. Have they ever released sales numbers or just statistics for how many people sign up for their NSO plans? It's just so it's just so not worth it. And they had that one time where it's like, you can get this undercooked crappy DLC for New Horizons if you have a Nintendo NSO Plus or whatever they call it. I'm gonna be real curious to see what they show us in the Direct this month, chat. Because it's really just kind of been crickets. Lots and lots of crickets. I don't think there's gonna be tons of big announcements tomorrow either for Summer Game Fest. I mean, Jeff Keighley said as much. Yeah, remember when we didn't have to pay for online chat? Y'all remember that? Remember when it was just free? I remember when we didn't have to pay taxes on, like, Amazon orders. Ye olden days. I don't think I used to have to pay tax on buying games from the eShop either. Which is why I would do that, because, you know, taxes add up. Versus if I bought the game digitally from, like, Amazon. So it'd always be, like, a handful of dollars cheaper. Yeah, how's Xbox doing right now? Bill. Can you say you're in Delaware and not pay it? Is that the strategy? I would not expect any Pokemon. I don't think we're gonna hear anything Pokemon related until Worlds, which is August. Again, if there was anything Pokemon that was gonna come out this year, we would have heard about it from the Presents, because they have to have time to market stuff. I mean, we have that mobile game, the pack opening simulator. We don't have a date on that. But they consider all their mobile apps like side games. Always keep that in mind. Pokemon Picross 2? What? Pokemon games are usually done in Pokemon Presents, so yeah. The last time I can think of Nintendo showing off... What, did they show off Detective Pikachu 2? I can't even remember. Did anybody show off Detective Pikachu 2, the first game to sell like 5 copies? I still think Detective Pikachu 2 is like a fascinating game. And how obviously undercooked and half-baked the release was. And just the fact that it exists to begin with. I think Pikachu gets a divorce in that game. The first game where Pikachu gets divorced. What's the last big Pokemon announcement from a Nintendo Direct? I love when people are confidently wrong. Yeah, because the spin-offs are Pokemon Unite and Pokemon Go and Pokemon Masters. That is what Game Freak considers spin-offs now. Let's Go Pikachu was like... how many years ago? Do they consider Let's Go a main game? Like PLA? I can't even remember what they classify that as. Yeah, we'll hear about PLZA at Worlds. Pokemon Masters is for a very specific type of person. Yeah, isn't it considered a mainline game? I mean, Pokemon Presents have been the main way of presenting Pokemon news for years now, and that's not gonna change. Yeah, you don't say. Worlds last year, we got the Big Blueberry trailer. That's where they revealed the Stellar Terra type. Well, Worlds is in Hawaii this year, so if you can afford a plane ticket and a room, that would be your first start. Last year it was in Japan. So they love having worlds in very unaffordable places to go. I mean, Worlds is mostly for competitors. Like, you can go if you want to. But it's basically just a way to advertise so you watch their events. And they've been having it at the end anyway, so they used to do it in the intro, in the opening ceremony, and then the past few years it's been at the ending. Sail away, come sail away. The worlds I went to, they announced Mega Slowbro. That was the big announcement at the worlds that I attended. And did it blow my mind? I mean, no. It's fun. It was fun. I'm glad I went, but it's not like the second coming of Arceus or anything. Honestly, if I was visiting Hawaii, I think I'd rather go do Hawaii tourist things than be in a big convention full of Pokemon players. Was it LA that leaked for next year, Tyler? Or, yeah, it was some place in California, right? Are you talking about that guy on stream that for no reason opened up his menu, essentially did this, and you could see that it was from freemons.org, his Terapagos? I believe that guy did, in fact, get disqualified. He didn't need to do that, by the way. He did not need to go into the menu and show the trainer OT. That's... Oh, boy. Genius award. Somebody award that guy with the biggest brain genius award. I mean, they've been cracking down on genning, so if you're gonna do it, maybe don't do it like that. Maybe don't show off your Terapagos from freemons.org. You know. Ooh, sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Yeah. This is always quite funny when I notice VGC players, even in like YouTube, even YouTube VGC players who don't have like the Blueberry uniform or even like the Kitakami uniform, they just clearly did not buy the DLC, which is its own discussion, having to pay $30 for, you know, Terapagos, Ogerpon, whatever, but I don't know. Competitive people like that are on another planet. I don't know. Lots of really sloppy mistakes that people continue to get DQ'd for. And like, they have to pay money for these events, chat. Keep in mind that this dummy that got caught using freemons.org had to pay like $70 just to enter the event, let alone hotel, transportation, all of that stuff. So probably a couple $100 to get disqualified. Oh god, the guy that always wears his pajamas. It's like fucking degenerate. Like, if you're wearing your PJs to, like, the grocery store, whatever. If you're wearing your Michigan State PJs on a Pokemon live stream, it's like... I can smell that guy from here. It hasn't been I've definitely seen a few posts that were like, New Orleans is going to be hot and humid, wear deodorant. Like, is that still something that people have to be told to do? Jesus Christ. How do you how do you dress yourself in the morning if you're that fucking stupid? Yeah, you know, you are right. I've watched a lot of the European ones because they're usually on when I'm awake, and I've never really noticed that. It is always the American players. Oh, brother. I mean, a lot of times if you wear logos, they make you wear tape over them, which people know they'll make you do that. And then you look like a goober on stage with like black tape all over your Nike logo or your whatever. They should have hygiene bouncers. Like how hard is that? What kind of dummies raised you to be such a degenerate? Yeah, I mean, they give you a competitor shirt. Wear it. There's shirts for sale. There's vendors. There's a Pokemon Center there. Go buy one of those. Yeah, they restocked a bunch of Pokemon plushies, like the shiny. I kind of want to get the shiny Celebi plush. Yeah, NAIC is tomorrow, chat. So if you got nothing, Summer Game Fest and NAIC start. Jeez. So if you got nothing going on, they stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so you can see some of the folks we're talking about. You can see some of the people we're talking about. Yeah, they must have censored Mudkip for the memes. I have no other response as to why that happened. The social media intern was feeling the lulz. One of the VGC players has been dressing in, like, costumes. He had a hot dog costume. Which is kind of funny, I guess. They can't put black tape on a hot dog costume. I guess they could ask you to take it off, but... I'll definitely stream Worlds again this year. That was actually kind of fun last year when we watched Worlds for a bit. Especially since it'll be in Hawaii, so kind of a funky time zone. You know, I'm surprised they don't ban costumes too. Like, this is TPCI we're talking about. This is Pokemon we're talking about. It would not surprise me if they were like, no fun allowed. They've even been asking, like, more personal. They put up, like, a little fun fact. They must have, like, a form that each competitor fills out. So if you go on stream, they have, like, a little fun fact. So it's kind of interesting to see what people fill out for their fun fact. Some of them are funny and some of them are just like, okay. Like, I remember one guy's was like, I like bubble tea. It's like, okay. One of them was their favorite Pokemon was Garchomp, and I was like, yes. Comrade. Brother. Yeah, that shiny Celebi plush is super cute. Yeah, they restocked a few Gigantamax plushies, some big starter plushies, the shiny Celebi. Whoa. Hit and Lotad run. I think I remember one guy wearing a shirt, a homemade shirt, that had a big heart drawn around Heatran. That's the type of thing I would wear. I would wear a Heatran's biggest fan shirt. They should make that into real merchandise. Just a big heart with Heatran in the middle of it. Just for funsies. Is the Celebi plush the only shiny plush re-released? I think so. There's really not a ton of shiny merchandise out there, if you can believe it. Let me name the shiny plushies I can think of. Celebi. Magikarp, Gyarados. And those are very rare. There was a giant shiny Magikarp plush that I regret not buying literally every day because now it's like hundreds of dollars. What else? They've made Mega Gengar shiny. What else? Shiny Pokemon. I want to say they've made Pikachu? Oh, they've made Hisui Zorua. That's right. They've made Tapu Koko. They've made Shiny Ray. I think they've made Mimikyu. See, if you Google it, most of these are fake. Most of these are very fake. Oh, they've made Pokédolls of Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. What's up, Midnight? But shiny merchandise is pretty stinking rare. It does not happen very often. Like I said, if you do a search for shiny Pokemon plushies, most of these are bootleg. Not real. I think if you had a Greedent on your shoulder, you'd get crushed. Oh, speaking of plushies, Munchlax was added to Build-A-Bear. And, fun fact, for those who know Pro ZD, he voices it. Can you imagine being the voice actor for a plush? He voices Munchlax. Build-A-Bear's been cranking those out. I still want to pick up Bidoof. Yeah, he's the voice actor for it. How do you get hired for that? That's such a that's such a random thing. Did I talk about the Fueco belly bolt squishes? I think I did. I probably won't buy any of those unless they make Garchomp. I'm contractually obligated. Same goes for if they make a Garchomp Funko Pop, which they probably will at some point. They probably will at some point. Which character would I voice in the anime? Background NPC number 5. I don't know. Murkrow. Murkrow. My final answer. I can't believe I didn't get into a battle there. Murkrow. Or maybe something fun like Guzzlord where you get to just start screaming. Guzzlord or Kartana could be fun. Once again, I caught a worthless object. I've not had a lot of shiny. Well, I've gotten 2 shinies tonight, one of which was a Jangmo I didn't need. Man, the first Mark Outbreak event with Clefairy, I got one like right away, and ever since then. Mahina Pia. You mean like a valley girl? Like, oh my god. Oh my god, Mahina Pia. It's Lunala. Oh my god. Mahina Pia. I'm gonna be so excited whenever if I ever put Gen 7 back in Sun and Moon back in contention for a playthrough. I've got to play Moon just so I can meet Lunala and go Mahina Pia. Mahina Pia. I feel like a Reggie would be fun because you could just go Reggie Ice, Reggie Ice. Just start making horrendous, awful, inhuman noises. That was cute! Lotad, like, ran forward and made noises. Lotad is such a great Pokemon. My friend, Lotad. Me and my friend, Lotad. Hi, Garchomp. Kenji Regirock with a handbag. No, go away, Orthworm. I am not buying what you are selling. Saying a Pokemon's name for an hour, then leaving. If Pro CD voices Munchlax, who do they get to do Scorbunny? How much do you think he got paid for that? How much does one do to make Munchlax noises in a microphone for like 10 minutes? What is the salary on that? Has Orthworm showed up yet? I want to say it might have? I don't know. Orthy. Orthworm. Bidoof. 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 There, that's my audition tape. I'm sending it in. Please cast me ASAP. Ooh, I would do Growlithe. Shiny Growlithe is great. A delight. The Build-A-Bear Bidoof has like a flannel Pokeball shirt, which is very cute. Build-A-Bear makes great stuff. They have a Pride Month rainbow bear alien. Their bear alien is so cute. They have their axolotls are really good. That was crazy good. Thank you, thank you. High praise. Oops, did not mean to do that. Far-fetched. I can think of the far-fetched bumpers from the Pikachu's first vacation. Or Pikachu's vacation. Far-fetched. Jigglypuff had one that was like, Jiggly, Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Kahina Mia. I don't even know what Solgaleo says. Is that what Solgaleo says? It'd be funny if Solgaleo just went meow. 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 Isn't it a big anniversary year for Minecraft? So I hate Mondays. I hate Mondays. Hey Lunala, do you have any lasagna? Eeyore. I mean, one of the most popular pals from Pal World is that Esper-looking Depresso. I think a depressed Pokemon like that would be a humongous hit. They sigh. Another Ultra Beast wormhole. Who is the Pokemon equivalent of John? Lily? Always gotta check the cheddars, just in case they got their cheese pants on. Oh my god. Taylor, who is this cat? Oh, you have a cold right now, Midnight? That sucks. I hope you feel better soon. I mean, Ultra Beasts are in Sword and Shield, so they haven't really been gone that long. I'm honestly fine with them taking a break, but I hope they're not gone for too long. I do like them. All of them, honestly. The secret to doing a Garfield voice is to just be dead inside. That's the secret. Pokemon specifically from Scarlet Violet, which would Describe your past self? What do you mean, exactly? Look at the detail on Lotad's leaf. HD. Yoda. Thank you. You can! Anyone can do a Garfield voice. You just have to sound deadpan. I can think of the cartoon Garfield voice very well. I can think of Bill Murray Garfield as well. He just kind of always sounds like that, you know? Oh. Describing a current Pokemon to your child self. I mean, honestly, the first thing that came to my mind, since you literally said shock, I thought about Sandy Shocks. Imagine telling yourself about Sandy Shocks. So get this, there's gonna be a Magnemite form, and it's gonna have legs and be kind of punk. What's another one? I feel like all the Paradox Pokemon are like Slitherwing. They're gonna make Volcarona a big fuzzy guy. Yeah, Annihilate. Annihilate is so cool. Extremely neat Pokemon. You could tell your childhood self, so look at Primeape's Pokedex entry, and they're gonna roll with it. You see the Pokedex entry where it gets so mad it dies? Well, guess what? You're not gonna believe it. Yeah, Raging Bolt and Walking Wake would probably be the craziest ones, right? Take Raikou. Okay, so stick with me. You take Raikou, and what if it was Littlefoot from Land Before Time? And then you take Suicune, and what if it was a clever girl? And then Entei is also a dinosaur. I forget about poor Entei is also there too. They're gonna add another genie and it's everything you hate in a Pokemon. They're gonna add another genie and it's like a stereotype cartoon character from the 40s. Mewtwo gets a form that makes it look like Mew. Geez, Mech Evolutions? That's its own massive bag. They're gonna give Mawile a form. Which, it's funny because I wouldn't even, like... A form. What would that make you think of as a kid? Like, Giratina Origin? Because you have to remember, until, like, 7... Or, I guess with Mega Evolutions... outside of special Pokemon like legendaries, that just really wasn't a thing. Dunsparce gets an evolution and everybody hates it, but you think it's kind of funny. They canceled your initial order? Man, I've had the Pokemon Center cancel some of my orders. Enamorus could have been fixed if they just made her jacked. I mean, it still would have been an ugly, gross-looking Pokemon, but at least it wouldn't have been so pitiful. What's up, Two Heart? Yeah, I mean, think of it. Try to imagine describing to your younger self Gigantamax's just period. So in Pokemon Gen 8, there's this mechanic where your Pokemon get to be the size of a kaiju. No, it's not as cool as that sounds. Enamorus is like the living, walking version of all of the awful gender differences, like female Heracross, in one gross Pokemon. Would love to know who designed that foul-ass creature. Wow, you're full of absolute dog shit takes tonight, Tyler. How is that cool? What? I mean, that's some sort of opinion, I suppose. What? Okay. Thought my game just froze for a second. I got scared. Just know, chat, that it could have been so much worse. If you go back and look at a lot of the scrapped beta Gen 4 designs where they were gonna go fully 100% hard on that idea. Like single horn female Charizard type bad. Where's that meme image of, like, female Pokemon designs, and it's just one of the most god-awful things I've ever laid eyes on. It's like if they made, like, Charizard pink and Venusaur has, like, a dress. That meme image is Enamorus in a nutshell. Let me see if I can find it.
Honestly, the last time I saw it pop up was under Poke Rogue discussions. Let me see if I can find it that way. It's such a cursed image. I'm looking. I found it. It's a WebP file! Fuck, I hate WebPs! Oh, person who did- oh my god. My computer exploding right now? My screen just went black, what the fuck? Oh gosh. WebPs, my mortal enemy. This is what it looks like, chat. No. There. Oh god. Look at that Vaporeon! That's so bad! That Trico is a crime. Whoever made that, jail. Immediate jail. Immediately go to jail. That Charizard, oh my god. This is a meme that is this is an Amorous in meme form. That Torracat. Look at what's going on with Trico, man? What is going on with Trico there? That's crazy. Yeah, they were like, what if we took Nidoqueen's kind of unique design and put it on Charizard? Yeah, bows, skirts. They all have long eyelashes, too. The only one that's not complete, uttered, well, the purple Venusaur is kind of interesting. Minus the, like, lashes. But that's the meme I was talking about. Crazy. That's what an Amorous is in my mind. That it's that. Yeah, they could be AI. I have no idea. It's just every time I think about like female Heracross or an Amorous, that's the image I think of. That is what I think of. Cursed. Actually, an Amorous is based off of a blah-blah-blah, which is from the culture blah-blah-blah. Therefore,
It's good, actually. I've legitimately seen... I think somebody in my chat said that to me. Well, actually, Enamorous is really based off of a blah blah blah. It's like, I don't really care what it's based off of. It's ugly as sin. It sucks, actually. Didn't need a lore update on that, but thanks. As if we needed another genie anyway. I got a rare bone. Things are looking up right now. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's exactly that. This music's so chill. Let's see, do I still have my copyright claim? Do-do-do. No, it's gone. For now. At least YouTube was able to cut it out quickly. Yeah, the Kitakami music is so good. One of the better tracks in this entire game. Alright, we'll look a few more times. I've gotten one shiny Lotad and one shiny completely random Jangmo-O, but no kindly Lotads. And by the time, because again, we're gonna stream Oraz this weekend. Probably both days. So, the event will be over. I mean, I could just stay online. I could just not update. But it's always shocking to me how short they make these events. So again, chat, if you're interested in any of these shinies, just know that you only have a few days to do it. Ugh, I don't need any of these Pokemon Midnight. I don't need Finizen, Lotad, or Horsey. I'm just doing this for a mark. Because Lotad's my boy. And Lotad is also on the ground, which is a big plus. Finizen and Horsey are both going to be in water, so... I saw Lotad over here and I was like, oh. Do you see what I see? That's a green sand shrew. Hey. How's it going? How are you? Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Okay. I've had more randoms tonight than Lotads. Okay. When you close your eyes. Sure. Why not? Throw a nest ball at you. Oh, hello, Timber. We're going down. I'm yelling Timber. There, we caught it. Good. This game is so funny. That is a great shiny. Ooh, it's Jolly. Competitive ready. Well, that wasn't a Lotad. I'm surprised I haven't gotten another nose pass. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Bonsly would be a noticeable one. Honestly, all the other Pokemon over here you would notice. You would notice Gligar being blue, nose pass. Bombardier's gray, I feel like is fairly noticeable. Timber you'd probably notice. Sudowoodo you would notice. How subtle is Shiny Ghastly? I don't think I've ever seen Shiny Ghastly in this game. Would I notice if it was blue? Ghastly blue. He's not great in this one. Yeah, unfortunately Ghastly got a bit of a downgrade in this game from PLA. In looks, model, colors. Pretty much the whole package downgrade. Almost like Gengar didn't need to be in this game, but it's Gengar, so it had to be. You can't have a game without every millennial man's favorite Pokemon. So they'll buy Gengar shoes and Gengar shorts and Gengar shirt and a Gengar hat and Gengar gloves and 500 Gengar plushies. And a Gengar phone case, a Gengar hoodie, and a Gengar sweatshirt. And your Gengar chair with your Gengar keyboard. I'm not, most of those are 100% real, by the way. I'm not naming fake products. Oh, the screen wave, Justin. Is that what that's what they're called? I can't even remember. The angry video game nerd ruiners. I'm like not even joking either. maybe a little exaggeration, but I'm telling you, like 9 times out of 10, you ask any millennial guy and he'll be like, my favorite Pokemon's Gengar. You wanna know the real hot take, chat? Haunter clears. Yeah, I'm really not exaggerating that much. I have noticed that phenomenon a lot. There's a Disney vlogger I like, and she has her husband and their friend in some of the videos. And I'll never forget when they went to Universal Japan and they had the Halloween Pokemon parade. And she didn't grow up with Pokemon. Or as a fan. But her husband's favorite Pokemon is Charizard. And her friend's favorite Pokemon is Gengar. It's like, ah. Ding. Gengar guy or Eevee girl? Oh no. Oh no. That, yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about women's favorite Pokemon, big high chances it's gonna be an Eeveelution, especially if they're a Gen 1-er. Or even then, I've seen, like, Sylveon. What other Pokemon do women tend to like? Pikachu? Oh. We're trying to think of, like, common basic ones, not... Have I ever seen Clefairy? Gengar has his own office at the Pokemon Company. Employee of the month every month. And I'm not talking like you and I, chat. I'm talking like casuals. You're not played every generation, not, you know, I'm talking about people who aren't living and breathing Pokemon. And I mean, if your favorite Pokemon is Gengar, then, you know, you live your life. I'm just talking about observations, you know. Poke normies. Yeah, like, do I think those two guys played Scarlet and Violet? Probably not, you know? You know what I mean? Suicune, that's a great choice. Good night, Dragon. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Do women love Ditto? Yes. I love Ditto. Would Ditto be in like my top all-time favorite list though? It'd probably be in like a top 50, 40. That'd be such a hard list if I had to make that. Oh my god. I feel like Pokemon has generally done a pretty decent job with good spread of genders and types. Generally. I mean, you have a decent variety in just gym leaders in Gen 1. You really like Farfetch'd? It's a fun Pokemon. Farfetch'd is one of those Pokemon that will always feel rare to me. Which gives it some extra novelty. I love when Pokemon feel uncommon or rare. Jinx and Tangela kind of feel like that too. Oh, you're absolutely right, Midnight. Yes. That is a good one. That's actually a really good one, yeah. Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales, yes. Jinx is so much fun. I love Jinx. See, Jinx is like a feminine Pokemon, but it's also monstrous. It's weird. It isn't like... It's just a weird freak humanoid Pokemon, like Mr. Mime. I don't mind those types of designs if they do something interesting with them. Yeah, goofy. Jinx is also one of those Gen 1 Pokemon that you, like, never see. It's funny how much it has in common with, like, Mr. Mime. You never see it. Pokemon is one of those franchises that has just absolutely nailed both serious, scary monsters and also cute little guys and everything in between. There's truly a Pokemon for everyone, no matter what your tastes are. If you like little guys, if you like foxes or dogs or cats, if you like humanoid monsters, ghosts, spooky things. Yeah, I know that episode may be kind of slightly problematic, but I have I remember watching the Jinx Santa episode as a kid. I feel like Gen 9 has some fun, cute monsters, like Gimmighoul. My beloved Gimmighoul. That's peak little guy right there. On the recommended list on Twitch. Nice. What's up? Yeah, Porygon. Porygon definitely felt rare. You had to back in my day. You had to work for that. You couldn't just find Porygon in a snowy area in your DLC. You had to gamble. You had to put your gambling pants on. Yeah, Citoddle's very cute as well, yeah. I feel like Capsakid is quite cute. Nothing's more cute than Annihilate. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Funny. All 3 Pokedexes, nice. Roggenrola. See, that's a truly unique pick right there, Midnight. That is a truly unique pick. Like, that's not a Gengar, a Lucario, a Charizard. That's like... I would be like, oh. Interesting. I probably like... Do I like Roggenrola more than Geodude? I don't know. That's tough. Did they air the holiday episode out of order? I don't even remember. Did I have that on VHS? I had a few Pokemon episodes. I still have my old Pokemon VHSs. They have a Scale World Roggenrola, or not Scale World. What is this? They have a Sitting Cutie Roggenrola. I know that for sure. Roggenin, rolling in. I wish it evolved into a train every day, man. That would have actually been so cool and so much more interesting than what we ended up getting with Colossal. Oh, it's such a shame. Yeah, somebody came in the other day, it was like, Gen 8, so Gen 9 has the worst Pokemon, right? And I'm like, no. Huh? New thing bad. I mean, whatever. It's all subjective. Who cares? It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon opinion. It's not that serious, but it's like, really? Have you seen like other? No. Yes, that is also true. Midnight. When you like a unpopular Pokemon, you get perks like that. Like if I collected Gengar, I would be like in debt. There's just so much Gengar stuff that gets released on the daily. I don't know how that Justin guy keeps up with it. Like it is too much. Collecting Pokemon that are super duper popular is very difficult. It is extremely difficult. Yeah, Glamora and Glimmet are really fun. No, not that, Justin. Yeah, he's the other side of that coin, the Charizard side. Glim Glam. Yeah, Glamora and Glimmet are really cool. And they will always remind me of that children's book about the vegetables at midnight, or whatever it's called. I also think it's a super cool ace for Geeta. Geeta's such an overhated character. Like, her team is not great. But that's on Game Freak for whoever in charge was stupid. Good night, Trunks. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Basic bitch Pokemon fan coin. Well, at least you're self-aware. That's more than some. I mean, Garchomp's not exactly like a super unique little unpopular Pokemon either. It's certainly no Gengar, but it's a pseudo, so pseudos have more appearances than, you know, Pokemon like Nosepass here. But Garchomp doesn't get so much merchandise to the point where it, like, overwhelms me. It'll get a figure or two every now and then, but it's not enough to, like, bankrupt me. I collected Samurott back during Gen 5, and that was Samurott and Zekrom. Jeez, I was really going for it. And though a legendary and a starter, oh my god. Oh my god. It's funny because I probably do have like a Charizard collection. And probably even a small Gengar collection. Just from stuff for the channel and... I mean, I like Charizard, so... I mean, I like Gengar too, to some degree. It's maybe been overstaying its welcome lately. But I have the shiny Mega Gengar plush. I have a shiny Gengar figure. Why did they make so much shiny stuff during Gen 6? Like, shiny Mega Gardevoir, shiny Mega Gengar, that stuff was all during Gen 6. Really weird. I actually have quite a bit of Charizard stuff. I have some rare Charizard stuff. I have the Charizard Zukon set. That's quite rare. I have the Charizard Banpresto plush from like the 2000s, which is super cute and pretty uncommon. I have a Gengar figure from when I was a kid that's translucent, and I stuck an aquarium rock in it. That has been, like, lodged in there since I was a baby. A bab. Alright, let's do, like, one more. One more look around. I understand why people are sick of Charizard. Like, I get it. Especially when it continually receives preferential treatment to even Venusaur and Blastoise. So it was a, so when I was a kid, was it Hasbro? Pokemon licenses bounced around from a few companies, but they made these Pokédoll figures, so it was sold with a Pokeball, and they had a hole in the bottom so you could stick it in the Pokeball. So I stuck the rock in that hole. Gen 6 has a lot of different shiny hunting methods. It's a generation that popularized modern day shiny hunting. That is true. That is quite true. I have a Blastoise water gun figure. I should look through all my old toys again for nostalgia. Uh-oh. Connecting to chat. Did I, like, lose the internet? Did Twitch die? Zoinks. Earthworm keeps faking me out. Tyler, can you DM me? I can't. It just says connecting to chat. Can't even see what's happening. Okay, yeah. My chat just won't load for some reason. Well, I guess that's a good a sign as any to stop. It is... I have been streaming for like 3.5 hours. It's 3:15, so... but yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. Again, Tyler and I will be back this weekend for more ORAS. I'm actually quite excited to play more. Develop the team. There we go. It says I'm back. What the heck? What happened? OBS is always up to some nonsense. That work? So yeah, if you guys are wondering where Oraz is, we'll be playing it this weekend. So yeah, again, if you guys are interested in any of these shinies, remember the event ends on the 9th. So, but yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Check out the Discord if you're new here. Shout out to all the YouTube viewers and VOD watchers. I appreciate you. And yeah, NAIC and Summer Game Fest are tomorrow, so hopefully we'll have some fun things to talk about this weekend. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. And yeah. Bye.